Hey guys, it's Melody Lane, and in this video, I am going to be putting together this card. I give you the file for it. Make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and keep watching. And I use some awesome new product.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
So let me tell you everything I used on this card. First, the most fun I used is Cricut Party Foil. This is the teal and this is the pink. This video is not big enough to show you everything you get in one roll. You get 48 inches of a solid piece that looks like a mirror. This is the purple one. And a holographic piece for each roll. This stuff is really inexpensive, and there's even an image set that goes along with it. You can make fun party decor to hang from your ceiling. You can make banners, you can make so much. I used it on this card. A problem sometimes when you get new product, how are you gonna store it? I store it the same way I store all my vinyl. I store in this. Is $1.99 from Ikea. It's a plastic bag dispenser to recycle your bags. It's $1.99. I'll put a link below to it. I don't get commission on this link, but I will give you a link to order it from Ikea, or it's best just to go to the Ikea store to get it. And here are all the colors, excluding the purple one I haven't put away yet, but this is how I put them. This will hold 14 rolls of vinyl or party foil, and there are 10 colors of party foil. But you get 2 different kinds in each one, and I have 14 holes. So what I did with 4 of them is separated them, like the mirror silver and the holographic silver. I might use those more separately, so I separated them. And the other ones I didn't separate, I rolled them together but made it so they both show. So when I'm looking for a color, I'll know exactly what I'm doing. And the ones in the back, I move out this way and move the top ones this way. Instead of being even, I can't see the one behind it. So I move them over about 2 inches. Now let me flip it over and show you how I hang it on the wall. It comes with sticky back here and here. I don't use those. Some people have mentioned they use these and they fall off the wall by the next morning. Don't use the sticky. Also, don't even bother using these holes. Those are really hard to get even. They're hard to put up for screws. So what I did is I put 1 screw in the wall and hung it right here in the middle. I have 12 of these on my wall right now with vinyl. With Cricut vinyl, Cricut iron-on, Cricut window cling, and Cricut adhesive foil. And I want to try to keep them close on the wall so it takes up less wall space. So I hang it on the screw, and then with one hand, I can move this off the screw by just lifting it up a little and pulling out. And then I have it down and I can choose which one I want without reaching up onto the wall. Trying to get them out and pulling them out, I don't have space right next to it. I have another set up here. So they're really close on my wall. You just need a few inches to see the ones behind. And remember, when you're purchasing anything at Cricut.com, you can use my code MELODYLANE to save 15% and free shipping. That's for Cricut supplies, not digital images or access or machines. Okay, this black paper, I use Gina K Design Premium Cardstock. It's 100-pound cardstock. I wanted a sturdier cardstock as the base because I did not put any layers on here. You can put layers on here. You can add anything you want. I'm giving this card file to everyone watching this video. You do have to own the Heidi Swapp cartridge in order to use it, or it'll charge you for each image you use. And that's completely up to you if you buy the image or the cartridge. You don't need my file, you can create your own. Like I said, in my next video, I'll show you how I created the writing to be on top of the words. Okay, for these little stars here, I had this in my stash. This is from Michael's. I bought them on clearance for 79 cents. I don't know if they're still available. If I find them, I'll put a link below. I also use this Cuttlebug folder to put texture onto this tag. I use this Derice embossing folder to put texture on the party foil. If I can find links to these, I will share them in the description below. So you have to watch this video on YouTube, and underneath the title, you'll see the description. I also use May Made It Art Glitter Glue. This one is a limited edition to help juvenile diabetes. And this little tip I also got at May Made It. And you can also find the tip in the link with the glue. below the video in the description. I also use this quick stick to help pick up the little pieces. Oh, and I do want to add, when you're using the party foil, I suggest using the green mat, the standard cutting mat. It's a little stickier than the blue mat. It needs just a little extra stickiness to stick to the mat. So use the green mat when cutting the party foil. And I just used a regular blade, the German carbide blade. I used the fabric setting on the dial to cut my party foil. Okay, now let's put the card together. I'm doing Gina K cardstock for the card base because it's 100-pound cardstock and it's nice and thick, and I'm not doing an extra layer to it to make it stronger. So I cut this in the Cricut Explore Air 2 and scored it, which really is just folding it in half. You can also fold it the other way and score it with any tool. I'm using this. You can use a bone folder or anything. So it has a nice good crease in there. When I'm putting a card together, I'm looking at it in Cricut Design Space. I have it open. You could have it open on your iPad or on your computer, so you know how it was designed and how you want it. It just helps me remember how I designed it to start with, but you know, you can always change it and do it any way you want. Okay, I had to give up. Let me set these over here. I love this new party foil, and I'm using it as the background layer. With this cartridge, it gives you the background shadow and offset of all the words on the cartridge. So I'm just gonna lay these out over here, and I'm gonna have to glue these pieces together. Okay, first I'm going to glue these items together before I put them on, and this. Anything with 2 layers I'm gonna put together now. And I am missing the dot for the eye, and it's not just a circle, it's a little thing, and I did not save it. I must have threw it out with the scrap. So when you are cutting this out, make sure you keep that eye. I can read it without the eye. Okay, when doing the arrow, put the pink, first glue the pink onto the party foil. Then put both of those onto the black background. Learn from my mistakes. I think that will be much easier than the way I just did it. I just decided really fast I was gonna emboss these. So I embossed the party foil, and we're gonna glue that on. Let that glue dry. This does take longer to dry, putting party foil on party foil. This on here. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and start laying these on here. Decide where you want these before you glue them down. I think I want them something like that. Never give up. Okay, I think we can start placing these now on the card. So we're gonna put that there. This one has a little like, it's straight across there, so I wanna put that like, so it's touching this right here. You could put this like this, or you could put this underneath that. I'm not sure how I want it. It can be any way you want it. It's your card. Putting that there just to hold it down flat. Okay, I'm gonna start at the top and put the top piece on. Just gonna put dots of glue in the corners. And then I'm gonna place this right underneath that. I I don't want to put the glue too close to the edge or it'll spill out. And whoops, put that right. Oh, we don't want to put that on yet. We want to put this on first. So if you put that on, put this on soon if this is going underneath it. So I'm going to lift that up and put this on. There we go. If you need to put a little glue in there, put a little glue on the star. And on this one. Move that over a little. This glue dries totally clear and matte, so it will be good once it's dry. There, now there's the front of the card, but this card has an inside. I think this would be so pretty on a canvas. With the inside, I want to put on another canvas with two canvases next to each other. Okay, let's go ahead and do the inside. I have the "In Your" on paper and it's still on the mat. So because these are little letters, I went ahead and left them on the mat for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on. There's the "in." The "I" picked up with my quick stick, and I'm gonna add a little glue. And I took off the dot to the "I" and a little glue. And this has a little pokey tool inside the other end, so we can get that on there. There we go. So I got the "I" on there. So I'm gonna pick this up and also put glue on it. Okay, I'm gonna do the "Believe." Okay, now let's put the "Dreams" on. Isn't that cool? I love these Heidi Swapp images. I have these little gemstones I got from Michael's on clearance for 79 cents. These little stars. I'm gonna add some of these. In my next video, I'm gonna show you how to attach the writing to the words perfectly with the Heidi Swapp font in Cricut Design Space 3. And I want to give a shout out to Miley, a 10-year-old girl who is always watching my videos. And to some of my Patreon supporters: Janet, Debbie, Madeline, Kay, Connie, Diane, Pamela, Mary, Dorothy, Sassy, Tracy, Brenda, Anthony, Julie, Shirley, Penny, Dee, Dana, Bonnie, Cynthia, Adrian, Selva, Judy, Jenny, Dorinda, Lasagna, Tori, Chris, Diane, Carmen, Elizabeth, Carrie, Pam, Emily, Kiona, Susan, Sue, and Ginger. Thanks, guys.